Sitting up nice and tall. I just want to discuss a little bit about determination. And determination to me is making a decision and following it through. So your decision to log on today for your class, half the battle has been won. We always admire those with the ability to see things through. Remember, when we recognize that determination or any beautiful quality in others, it's because we see those qualities within ourselves. Determination starts with a decision to make something happen, to practice tonight, to practice determination on our mat, to set your mind that you will be completing those challenging poses with the help of your breath, and make the decision that it's already done. So again, make that decision and follow through. Okay, so just sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders, bringing our awareness to our breath. Just knowing that first challenge of our determination, first challenge of our practice, just showing up on our mat has been completed. Let your breath become deeper and deeper as you breathe. Allowing your breath to be your engine for your practice, your motivator and your initiator. Flicking your eyes open. Come to your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and spread your fingers wide. Send your sit bones back towards your heels, and then come forward, shoulders past your wrists. I'll do that a few times. So sending your sit bones back towards your heels. Pull your belly in so it's nice and firm, so you shift forward, shoulders over past your wrists. Again, shift your hips back, and then shift your shoulders forward. Hips back, and shoulders forward. And one more time. Hips back, and shoulders forward. And bring your shoulders right over your wrists, hips right over your knees. You can inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to round. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale to round. Then once more. Inhale, roll the spine and lift. And exhale to round. Inhale, lift. And exhale to round. Take an inhale into a neutral spine and exhale again. Pull your belly in towards your spine and let your left arm float up. As you reach up towards the ceiling, press down to your right hand and again pull your belly in. Take a deep inhale and then exhale just to scoop your left arm through. You're contracting your core, you're not coming all the way down. And you're going to inhale, unravel, and lift and reach that left arm up. Okay, we'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, scoop. Inhale to reach. Exhale to scoop. And inhale to reach. Good. Release your left hand to the mat. And then right arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, scoop. And inhale to reach. Exhale, scoop. Inhale to reach. And our last time. Exhale, scoop. And inhale to reach. Release your right hand to the mat. Tuck your toes. Begin to hug your arms close to one another. So take a moment just to bend your elbows. The elbows stick out at the side. Okay, so your elbows are splaying out. You're going to take a deep inhale and exhale. You're going to rotate your elbows so that they point back and the eye of your elbows point forward. So you're really hugging the arms in towards the midline. Toes are tucked. We'll hover our knees off the mat. Okay, so coming into a floated tabletop. Okay, squeeze those inner thighs towards one another. Hug your elbows. Hug those arms towards one another. Keep pulling your belly in. And create that determination to hold your pose. Take a deep inhale. And exhale to stretch yourself back to downward facing dog. And begin to walk your dog. Again, dropping the head, shaking it out. And then just take a moment. Stretch through the legs. Reach your heels towards the mat. Stretch through the arms. Keep hugging those arms towards the midline. Towards the center of your mat. You'll take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, begin to walk your feet to meet your hands at the front of your mat. Moving nice and slow. Coming into a forward fold, allowing your torso just to cascade onto your legs. Crown of your head pointing towards the floor. Take a deep inhale here, breathe into your upper back. Breathe into the back of your legs. And then coming up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Rise up, inhale. Bring your palms together, and as you exhale, hinge over towards your left. Keep your chest open, arms alongside your ears. Pressing down into your feet, especially that right one. Okay, lengthen your tailbone. Keep stretching along your right side. Inhale, float yourself back to the center. Drop your shoulders. And hinge over towards your right. Again, the elbows and the shoulders are back. Your arms are alongside your ears. You're lengthening your tailbone, stretching your left side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Float yourself back to the center. Bring your palms to prayer. Taking a moment here, rooting down through your feet. And then just coming back to your initial thought of your practice. Okay? Your determination to get through your practice, to get through each pose, and to allow your breath to float you through. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back into plank. Inhale, exhale, come all the way to the mat. And come into cobra, lift your chest. Come down, press yourself back to downward facing dog. Hug those arms towards the midline. Drop your head. Lengthen through the legs and the arms. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Folding forward, dropping your head, you'll come up halfway. Inhale, lift your chest. Really stretch the long side of your waist, the spine of your legs. And then fold forward, exhale. Inhale, float your way up, reach the arms up. And then palms to prayer. Once more, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through vinyasa, or you'll step back into downward dog. Good. Again, stretching through your legs and your arms. Drop your head. Let's float our right leg up and high. Exhale, step it forward. You'll do an Anjali-asana. Lower your left knee to the mat. Keep your right left toes tucked. Reach your arms up. And then just alongside, reaching alongside the sides of your waist, lifting your chin. Let your hips sink forward. So deepen your lunge here. Spread your toes. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down towards the mat. You're going to bring your left hand to your block. Lift your left knee. And really stretch through that left leg and let your right arm reach up. Open your chest towards the right. Reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. Let your neck be nice and long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale to release your right hand to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Going right into the next side. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, just step it forward. Come into Anjali-asana so that right knee comes down towards the mat. Sink your hips forward. Okay, really deepen your lunge as you extend the arms up. Keep pulling your belly in, your neck be nice and long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, the hands float down towards the mat. The right hand comes to the block. You're lifting that right knee as you stretch through the leg, and then lift, reach your left arm up. Open your chest. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, release. And again, step back into downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the ground. Once more, inhale, your arms sweep up. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through vinyasa. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, again, come back into your vinyasa. Dip that hips forward, reach your arms up again. Your left toes are tucked. Keep pulling your belly in. Lengthen the side of your waist this time as you press down into your feet. Let your left knee float up, so you're stretching through that left leg. Let your pelvis tilt back a bit, so you're lengthening your tailbone towards the mat. Lengthen through the inner thigh of that right leg. But you point it towards your second toe of that right foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat this time. Come to the outside edge of your left foot and then just heel toe your right foot so it's right in the center of your mat. Okay, so coming into a variation of your side plank. Reach your right arm up. Keep that chest nice and open. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into plank. Move through vinyasa. Again, stretching through your legs. We'll reach that left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Come to Asana with that right into the mat. Reach your arms up. Lift your tailbone. Again, you're sinking, dipping forward. Keep your right toes tucked. Pull your belly in. Okay, let your neck be nice and long. Take an inhale. And float your right knee on your exhale. So you're stretching through that right leg. Keep lengthening the side of your waist. Breathe as deep as you can. Again, your breath is the driving force of your practice. Initiate of each pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Come to the outside edge of your right foot. Heel to that left foot so it's right in the center of your mat. Lift your hips. Reach your left arm up. And just elongate that spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Inhale. Exhale, stretch that arm back to the mat. Move through vinyasa, or if you'd like, press yourself back to downward dog. And again, stretch through those legs and breathe. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. Exhale, press yourself to stand, palms to prayer. Good, once more, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Move through vinyasa, exhale. Right leg up, inhale. Step it forward, crescent. And reaching those arms up. Lengthen the sides of your waist. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, scoot your arms towards the right. Okay, so you're, again, pointing that right knee towards your second toe, so you're squeezing those inner thighs towards one another. Reaching that right arm to the back, reaching the left arm forward. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Bring your left hand to the mat, and then heel toe your way into that Vashisthasana variation. Good, nice inhale. Exhale, release, just step back into downward dog. that knee, lengthen through. Inhale, exhale. Okay, you're twisting towards your left, splitting those arms, pointing that left knee towards your second toe. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Good, inhale. Exhale, plant that right hand. Vashisthasana variation. Okay, lifting those hips up. Inhale. Exhale, reach, step it back, downward dog. Okay, release your jaw, breathe, breathe, breathe. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the front of your halfway up, inhale. And exhale, fold. Uttanasana chair pose, inhale. Exhale, press yourself to stand, palms to prayer for a moment. Relax the shoulders, breathe. Remember, determination is just making that decision and following it through. Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through vinyasa or downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Step it forward to warrior two, Virajasana 2. Bending into that knee. Now again, same thing. You want your right knee pointing towards your second toe. Okay, get it right over your ankle and try to lengthen. Really lengthening through your inside. See if you can create this wrapping sensation, this energy that wraps around that thigh, around the knee, and all the way into your right hip. And then keep stretching through your left leg. Reach those arms away. Let those shoulders drop. Keep bending into that knee. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Lift that left kneecap. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten your right leg. Let your arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Straighten that right leg. Exhale. Warrior two. Once more. Straighten. Reach up. Exhale. Warrior two. This time, inhale, reach up. Exhale here, keep extending your arms. Keep lifting your kneecaps. Lengthen through. Pull your belly in and begin to hinge your torso right over that right leg. Okay, so just careful how far you go. You don't want to collapse into your back, but you want to keep the spine nice and long as you reach. Okay, so keeping this nice line from your left fingertips all the way to the outside edge of your left foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, continue to reach. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Okay, one more inhale. Exhale, wiggle your arms. Move through vinyasa or step it back into downward dog. Deep inhale. Left side, inhale, fold up. Exhale, step it forward. Virajasana 2, warrior 2. Again, you're lengthening through that inner thigh. Pointing that knee towards your second toe. Reaching the arms. Breathing as deep as you can. Good. Straighten the leg. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, take your exhale here as you reach up. Lift those kneecaps, pull that belly in, and we'll hinge the torso right over that left leg. Reaching. And keep lengthening. Reach through that right arm all the way out through the outside edge of your right foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Warrior 2. Wiggle the arms. Move through vinyasa or down facing down. Again, breathe nice and deep into your legs and your arms. taking one more full breath. Inhale, look it forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, sit back. Exhale, brush yourself down, palms to prayer. Again, take a moment. Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through vinyasa, downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, warrior two. Again, stretching through. Now coming into Utthita Parshvanasana. We're going to rest our forearm to our thigh. Okay, let your right palm face up. Keep elongating through that left leg, and then your left arm is going to come right overhead. So we're going to hold this pose for several breaths. Okay, so again, try to lengthen through that inner thigh. Let your shoulder, that left shoulder, roll back, and lengthen your tailbone, and really reach through that whole left side. Okay, deep breaths here. Again, set your intention here. The very definition of determination is seeing something through. Make up your mind, see it through. Keep it steady, keep your breath. If you're going to feel any tension in your neck, maybe you can gaze down, release the neck. Warrior two. Windmill your arms, step back into downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior two. Utthita Parshvanasana, forearm to the thigh. And again, your right arm is going to reach up and over. Your left palm is facing up, that left knee is pointing towards your second toe. Really open up your inner thigh. Lengthen your spine. Again, we're going to hold this for several breaths. So commit to your pose. Stay determined. Warrior two. Windmill your arms. Step it back into downward dog. Inhale to plank. Move through vinyasa. Stretching through those arms and legs. Inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Step to the front of your mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. yourself to stand, palms to prayer. Take a moment. Utkatasana. From here, as you exhale, left elbow outside right thigh. Now sink in your hips, keeping those knees in line with each other, shifting your weight into your heels. Contract your core as you press into your hands. Open the chest towards the right. Coming into your revolved side angle, step your left leg back. Press it, reach it up. And sink those hips, stretch through that left leg. Hands down to the mat. Vashisthasana, variation. There you go. Tilting that right foot towards the center, pointing the outside edge of your left foot. Right arm reaches up. Now just notice the very tops of your thighs. Can you squeeze them towards one another? Reach, lift your hips and reach your right arm, go overhead, reach for the mat, step back into downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend those knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. Exhale, press yourself to stand, palms to prayer. You're going to take your moment here. Utkatasana, inhale. Palms to prayer, exhale. Right elbow outside the left thigh. Again, sink your hips. Keep your knees in line with each other. Shift your weight into your heels. Contract your core, press into your hands. Open the chest towards the left. Good. That right leg, step back. Release your fingertips to the mat. Crescent. Hands down to the mat. Make your way into your Vashisthasana variation. Okay, so that very tops of those inner thighs draw in towards one another. You're on the outside edge of your right foot. Reach your left arm up. Stay with your breath. And then slowly release that left hand, step back into downward dog. Now let's lower the knees to the mat. And let's come to child's pose. Okay, so with any practice, you want to make sure that you're taking a sufficient amount of rest, okay, so that you're not bulldozing through each pose, sacrificing alignment, sacrificing your breath, just so that you can make it through a class. Okay? So take this time just to release your effort, okay, so that you're fresh for what comes next. deep inhale where you are. Make your way back to your hands and knees. Now, just as we did at the beginning of our practice, bend those elbows, let them spill away out to the side. And then as you straighten, you're going to wrap those arms inward. Okay? So the eye of your elbows point forward. And you feel this hugging action of your arms, squeezing towards the midline. Tuck your toes, draw that belly in, hover your knees, come into a floated tabletop. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's float our right leg up and up. Exhale, step it forward, and then pivot into a wide-legged forward fold. Now, if you have a block, you can grab your block, place it right underneath your head. Okay, so we're going to come into another twist here. Okay, so lengthening your spine, crown of your head reaches forward, lift those kneecaps. And then just try to seal the outer edge of your feet to the mat. Okay, so you want to press down into your big toe mound. You want to lift your inner ankles. Okay, so you're really lifting up through the inner thighs, okay? Resisting the urge to collapse those knees. Again, elongating the spine, elongating your neck. We're going to keep the right hand to our block and the left hand to our sacrum. Roll your left shoulder back and then begin to open your chest towards the left. If it feels good for that left arm, reach it up. Okay, take a deep inhale here. Slow exhale. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Okay, come back into your flat back. Lengthen your spine. Okay, left hand remains on the block. Right hand to your sacrum. Keep lengthening through those legs. Rotate your torso towards the right. Maybe you can reach the right arm up. Take a deep inhale here. And a slow exhale. Good. Slowly release. Let's fold forward. Okay, so releasing, hinging from your hips. Dropping the head. You're still lifting up through those inner thighs, lifting your inner ankles. Pointing the crown of your head towards the floor. Okay, take one more full breath. And then slowly make your way back to a upward position with the spine nice and long. Heel toe your feet in just a bit. And you're going to pivot over towards your right leg. Walking that left leg in just a bit. Coming into a pyramid pose. Now you can use your blocks for this. You're going to place them alongside your right foot. Let your right hip move back. Left hip comes forward. Elongate your spine. Keep your spine nice and long. You're not going to fold forward quite yet. Okay, so you're lifting those kneecaps. Okay, gazing down at the floor, letting the neck be as long as the spine. Okay, just breathe in here into your hamstrings. Take one more full breath. And and then just slowly hinging from your hips. You're gonna fold forward just for a moment, pointing the crown of your head towards your big toe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Bend into your right knee. Okay, so maybe that your belly remains on that right back. And then step back into downward dog. Left leg up and held. Exhale to step it forward into a runner's lunge, and we're going to make our way into our pyramid pose on this side. Okay, so straightening your front leg, you're going to release your right heel. Blocks alongside that left foot. And again, you're going to send your left hip back, so the right hip forward. Okay. Squaring the hips just a bit. Lengthening your spine, keeping a flat back for a moment, and just focusing on stretching the backs of your leg. Okay, keep that neck nice and long. One more full breath. And then slowly hinging from the hips, folding on top of that leg just for a moment, pointing the crown of your head towards your big toe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend into your left knee, maybe even keeping that belly on that thigh. And then stepping back into downward dog. Okay, let's lower our knees to the mat. And we're going to bring our legs forward. So just coming into a half hero's pose, you're going to take your left leg, lean over towards your right, bend your knee, and then just bring your heel to rest up against your left hip. So you're not sitting on the heel, but it's against your hip. Try to get your knees to point toward your left knee to point towards the front of your mat. You'll bring your hands behind you. You're just going to lift your hips a bit just to lengthen your tailbone. Now, if you already feel a stretch in the front of your thigh, just stay up, okay? And let your pelvis, the front of the hip bones, come forward. And that'll be enough just to stretch that front thigh. If you want to get a little bit more into that hip flexor, a little bit more into your thigh, your hands are right back behind you. You're tilting the pelvis back to lengthen that tailbone towards the front of your mat, towards your right heel, and then you're just leaning back a bit. Now, if you find that your left knee starts to float off the mat, just sit back up again. Okay, so just choosing what feels the best for you. So determination doesn't mean that you're muscling through something, feeling discomfort, maybe possibly even causing yourself pain. Okay? You want to find some sort of ease so that you can hold it for a sufficient amount of time, okay, with your breath being as smooth as possible. Okay, so again, I'm just going to hold this for a couple of more breaths. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly float your way up. You're going to lean over towards your right. Okay, swing that left leg around. You're going to feel a little bit of tension in that left knee. That's okay. You can just shake it out. We'll go right into our right side. So leaning onto your left. Bend your right knee. You want your heel to rest against your right hip. So you're not sitting on the heel, it's just against the hip. The knee is pointing forward. Now again, just start by sitting up with your pelvis tilted forward a bit. Maybe you already feel a nice stretch here in the front of your thigh. If you want to deepen the pose a bit without sacrificing your breath, okay, you're going to lean back, tilt the pelvis back so the tailbone lengthens towards the front. And again, just feeling this deep, nice stretch here. Couple more breaths. And slowly coming up. Lean to your left, let your right leg swing around, and shake out any tension here, stiffness in the knees. Now we're just gonna lay back. Okay, coming into our supported bridge pose, Bandha Sarvangasana. You're gonna bring your arms alongside you, palms down. Roll your shoulders underneath you, so you're tucking your shoulders towards one another, and then just moving your shoulder blades towards your tailbone. Pressing down into the full length of your arms, pressing into your feet, lift your chin, and lift your hips. If you'd like to interlace your fingers, go ahead and do that, and just tuck your shoulders a little bit more. Okay, so lengthening through your inner thighs. Okay, so just creating this energy from the inner thighs out through your knees. Okay, keep that chin lifted so you have that natural curve in the back of your neck. Okay, take one more full breath here. And then slowly lower down. Now we're going to do this pose one more time. I want you to grab your block, and we're going to press our sacrum on our block. Okay, so again, block off to the ready. Arms alongside you. Tucking the shoulder blades in. Pressing down into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Take a moment just to lengthen through your inner thighs and then grab your block. Place your block at any height you would like. You're placing your sacrum right on top of that block. And then just resting here. Again, lift your chin so you have that natural curve in the back of your neck. We're going to hang out here for several breaths. Just taking a moment to come into Viparita Karani, okay, just extending our legs. Okay. Grab a hold of the edges of your mat. Draw your right knee in, extend. Make sure before you do that that your block is situated right underneath you. So again, holding on to the edges of your mat. Draw the knees in, extend your legs. Soft bend in your knees, let your feet be soft for a moment. Slowly begin to bend your knees, releasing one foot at a time to the mat. Lifting your hips so that you can remove your block, place it off to the side. Bring your arms out to the side like a T, palms up. You're going to take your right ankle and cross it over your left thigh. Let your legs float over towards the left. Okay, so your legs resemble a figure 4. Right foot to the mat or to the floor, and your left leg is to the floor. Okay, so just pausing here for a moment. Inhale, bring your legs back to the center. Keep that figure 4. We're going to float the legs in. Interlace your fingers around your left thigh. Uncross. Let your right foot come to the mat. You'll cross your left thigh, your left ankle over your right thigh. Arms come right back out to the side. We'll float the legs over towards the right. You're keeping that figure 4 formation of the legs. And with the left foot to the floor, and then the right thigh, right leg to the floor. Float the legs back to the center. Keeping that figure 4, you'll float the legs in, interlacing your fingers around your right thigh. Uncross your legs, and just for a moment, let's open the knees wide. Release your feet to the mat. And begin to extend your legs onto your mat, releasing your arms. So making your way into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your legs flop open. Feel your shoulder blades flat against your mat. Palms are up. Lift your chin slightly again. Maintain that natural curve in the back of your neck. And then begin to feel your body release and let go completely into your final resting pose. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring some awareness into your fingers and your toes. Extend your arms back behind you. Again, to give them a stretch, stretching the arms and then stretching your legs, stretching the limbs away from each other, feeling the stretch along your body, feeling yourself wake up, bringing your awareness back into every inch of your body. Take a deep inhale, and then let go, release, and drop everything back to your mat. Allow yourself to feel heavy. Bend your knees, place your feet to your mat, and slowly roll onto your side and lay fetal position. Slowly press yourself to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing your palms together at the center of your heart. we'll lift the chest and then bow our head, taking this moment of gratitude. Thanking yourself, showing up on your mat. Let's end our practice with an Om. Inhale. Thank you so very much. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening.